High school football coaches, what's the most disrespectful thing a player has said to you? I'm in my first year coaching at a small high school for the varsity squad. I'm an assistant helping with skill players. I'm quite young compared to the rest of the staff. I'm dealing with a lot of problems with some of the kids. There are 2 boys on the team who talent-wise are good, but their attitudes are horrible. These players are starters yet they don't hustle during practice, they screw around and don't even try because they are given playing time anyway by the head coach. The tipping point was this past week. During a drill, these players cursed at me and told me to go FK myself after I told them to stop messing around during my drills. I didn't yell or curse or anything, I simply told them to stop messing around and listen to me. I told them to leave the field. These players proceeded to slam their helmets on the ground and throw a tantrum on the sideline. The head coach saw this and put them back in, telling me take a softer approach. At another point, these same players refused to participate in a blocking drill I put together. I was told by one of them, during the drill, your drills suck, try and find something that actually works. These kids are not doing the drills I put together, and when they do, they are not trying and bringing any intensity. I'm talking walking through, helmets unstrapped, mouthpieces out. I complained about it to the head coach after practice, and he is doing absolutely nothing about it. He told me sometimes you have to look the other way on things for the best of the team. He is still giving these kids playing time and will not take them out despite their disrespectful behavior. Cursing at a coach in my opinion is unacceptable. Going to the athletic director is not an option, as he is also the head coach I'm dealing with here. I've also been told I can't make them run or do drills like up-downs because that is too hard on them. I cannot understand what the issue with these kids is. I'm a teacher in the district and I don't yell or scream at the kids. It has been this way since day one, and truthfully I am tired of the disrespect. I get they are kids, but allowing them to curse and disrespect a coach and letting them play without discipline does not seem right. I decided to not focus on the kids who disrespected me and just went on with practice as usual. The next week after the incident, during the first game of the year, one of the players who had cursed me out was in the game, and he made a tackle and started taunting a kid. I couldn't hold my tongue here, so I yelled out to him, do not taunt. He proceeded to wave me off and continued to taunt the opposing players. I saw red and had enough. He blatantly disrespected me during a game and did not listen. When he got back to the sideline, I went over to him and told him he will not blow me off and he will show me respect. He turned around, looked me in the face, and said, it's a contact sport, bro, FK off. That was it for me. I yelled at him and said, I am not your bro or your friend, I am your coach and you have absolutely zero respect for anyone but yourself. Do not speak to me like that again. For the rest of the game, I was fighting back tears. I didn't even bother to coach up the other players, because I could not bring myself to do it. The head coach came over at halftime and asked me what was wrong. I explained to him that the kid cursed at me and disrespected me again and that I was tired of it. He told me this wasn't the time or place and that we would discuss it on Monday. The kid continued to play and I was mute. We rode the bus back and my mind was made up. I was done. I called the head coach the next day and told him I was done. HC said he was shocked, but that leaving the team was not a good option and felt like other avenues should be explored before I decided to walk away. I told him he needed to bench this player at a minimum and that considering that I was a coach, he shouldn't even be allowed to play or be a part of the team. He disagreed with me, stating you're young, this is what kids do. And if I bench him, what will the other kids say? How does that look? He said he would give him extra conditioning that Monday, but he refused to bench or remove him from the team. His concessions were to either move positions for me to coach or to call the kid's parents, but my mind was made up. I was done and told him the kid didn't deserve to play and that I refused to be a part of a culture that allows that kind of behavior. All is done, right? Not even close. A couple of days later, I woke up to several text messages from friends and peers in the district. The team has a group chat on Snapchat and this kid searched for me and my fiancée on Facebook and screenshotted her profile picture and he sent it to the group saying I effed Coach Gabe's girl and made her scream my name. This came to light because one of the players screenshotted the group chat because he felt like it was wrong of him to say that and showed it to his older brother, who sent it to a mutual friend of ours who sent it to me to let me know what was going on. I was beyond furious and had enough. Sure, the photo is public and they can access it, but how they even found my fiancée I have no clue, as they didn't even know her name. I left the team and did nothing to this kid. Why was he making sexually charged comments and disparaging remarks? I called the head coach and laid into him. I told him that his culture was a joke and he was doing nothing to support me, a coach and a coworker. I told him that I was going to the superintendent and would be filing a harassment complaint with the sheriff's office. He told me you need to let it go, kids will be kids and say things like that, you're not their coach anymore, so why do you care? I filed a complaint with the super, and ended up meeting with the school principal and the assistant athletic director. The head coach is the AD, so he can't handle the complaint because it's a conflict of interest. The meeting was a joke, they called the kid in, and for the whole meeting they talked about how it didn't spread and that the student apologized to them and took full responsibility and a punishment was given. Although they refused to tell me the punishment. They also told me they were scared that the player was going to quit. They were defending this kid. I told them I did not care if he quit, that this goes beyond coaching, that my girlfriend was assaulted, and that I would indeed be filing a complaint with the sheriff's office. They told me they understood and felt like another issue would likely not happen as the kid seemed apologetic. I left the meetings and immediately filed a report. The sheriffs told me that the incident was documented and that if another issue took place, this incident would be on record. I later found out that the kid was benched for one game and was forced to apologize to the team for his actions. I don't expect a fake apology, but I do find it funny how he apologized to everyone except me and my fiancée. The kid was not remorseful, he was sorry he got caught. They also began harassing the kid who screenshotted the messages and showed his brother, calling him a rat and snitch. So there is my short tenure as a varsity assistant football coach. I did not want to quit, but this was an unsalvageable situation. To date, over a month later, I have not heard from the superintendent. No issues have taken place since. I still can't believe this has happened, but life will go on. What are your thoughts? Did I do the right thing?